we still have to get to one more playoff game. I don't want to talk about it a lot because I don't like them, but Miami did beat Texas A&M on the road, 10-3, in what was probably the biggest, most boring game you can possibly think of in your dreams that became a reality. Was it 3-3 at halftime or was it 0-0? I think it was 0-0.
I think it no, it was 3-3. It was 3-3 at halftime. I remember
Oh,
because when it cut to halftime, it showed Mike Elko doing the Frank Beamer Virginia Tech meme where it's like
mhm.
end of regulation. There it's like it's 0-0. Uh
Yeah, because he's a defensive guy.
yeah, and he was like, yeah,
Right.
let's go.
He's probably
Uh
having the time of his life.
yeah, no, so that was pretty funny. He fulfilled the fit the meme perfectly. But yeah, man, there were so many mistakes in that game. And anytime anyone had momentum or it seemed like, man, it A&M made so many really poor decisions. Like that fake punt. It's like I would have been okay with the fake punt there, but um what was that route? They called like a fade to the they had the punter throwing a fade to his weak side on a fourth and like 5 or something like that. That just seems like a ridiculous decision. Um,
It must have worked in practice. I don't know how.
it must have. I don't know, but yeah,
Maybe because they
that
were
was
doing it
so
on air.
crazy. Like I wouldn't have hated going for it there with a fake, but yeah, no, that just seemed like a really questionable, really weird play call. Um, but yeah, and it wasn't just that. There were other things too that were just odd. It was
Right.
just a sloppy, really sloppy game from both
They
sides.
were really bad.
Yeah, and another thing is A&M refused to run the ball. They were dropping back and passing the whole game. When running the ball was working, they would run the ball like 3 times, get like 15, 20 yards, and then just stop and then throw it 3 times and have it, be and then punt. Yeah, that happened so many times. There was one coming out. It was a like a 3rd and 2. Like they had just run the ball twice to make it 3rd and 2 or something like that. And I was like, okay, run the ball's working. Surely they'll run it here. And then they go empty. And sure enough, it's a throwaway and punt. And it was just so many head scratching uh, decisions, not even from an individual play call standpoint, but just from it. They just seemed like they were refusing to run the ball when it was working.
Yeah, Colin Klein, who's now the Kansas State head coach, just like Tosh boy, he did not have his A game. You got to wonder about guys that are, juggling play calling and becoming a head coach like that. I mean, years ago we saw Nick Saban cut Lane Kiffin loose when
Yeah.
he became the FAU head coach instead of letting him call plays in the playoffs. And I don't know. I mean, based off some performances I saw by soon-to-be head coaches, maybe it's better they just, get going rather than sticking around. But it depends.
Well, I mean, Alabama lost that playoff game too, if I remember correctly. So,
Did they?
yeah.
Well, just ignore everything I said then. But Miami, I will say one thing about them. Mario Cristobal built that team like an SEC team, and he did a
Mhm.
great job of doing it. They have a capable veteran quarterback. They are really strong along both lines of scrimmage. They can beat you up on both lines of scrimmage. I don't know how they lose in the ACC, honestly. No one's really equipped roster-wise to stop them.
Yeah.
Well, I know how. It's Mario Cristobal. That's how they lose. But he built a really strong SEC style roster, and they focus on the trenches. They focus on the quarterback position. Even though Carson Beck is never going to wow you, I mean he still kind of does what's asked of him, and he's not the guy they had last year at all. But he's still a guy that I think they can depend on, and they will play. They will play Ohio State next, and that should be a good game, honestly.
Uh maybe. Um I don't have faith in Carson Beck. Uh I think A&M shot themselves in the foot more so than Miami, taking it. Certainly more so than Carson Beck, you know, doing anything. I really think A&M just shot themselves in the foot so many times.
Yeah, right.
Um, so I don't think it's. I mean, maybe I'll be looking silly in a few days, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be that close. I think Ohio State. I don't know what the line is, but I think Ohio State's going to cover.
I agree with you. I do agree with you also that Miami did not take that game. I think they more so did less to lose that game because really Texas A&M, and really this is the last thing I'm going to say about it because we got to move on. But
Hmm.
it really felt like every time they seemed to get some momentum, they just shot one of their toes off again.
Yeah.
And their quarterback, I think he'll have his job still for next season, but I don't
Hmm.
I don't think he's a Heisman guy like they tried to hype him up to be.
No, I'm thinking the next game could be a another classic Sid the Sloth 3 interception special. So see.
Right. Ohio State does have a great defense, so I don't. It could be another 10-3 game, or 3-3, or 3-0. Anyway, if you're a fan of offense, you're going to hate it. So just get ready for that.